Hi, I'm going to show you how to unclog a bathroom sink using this. This is just a metal coat hanger that I straightened out. I left a hook at the end of it. I just made this years ago, and I keep it in the vanity under the bathroom sink. There are many ways to clean a drain, but this is my preferred way. What we're going to do is we will remove the pivot rod, lift out the stopper, and then we will put this hook down the drain, fish it around, and pull up the gunk that's clogging up the drain. Here we go under the sink. Here's the pivot rod. This is a nut that holds it on, and we're going to unscrew this. It's a little awkward because you're sitting in front of this and reaching behind the pipe here. If there's any water in the sink, put a bucket underneath first, because it will drain out. But I always wait until the water is drained out of the sink. So we unscrew this. It should not require a pliers. It should just be finger tight. And we pull it back. It takes a little jiggling to get it out. And it doesn't have to come all the way out. I have it far enough out so that we can now lift the stopper out of the drain. With the pivot rod out, we can just lift out the stopper. And this is usually pretty grungy, and I clean it off with a Kleenex or paper or toilet paper and then flush it down. The dirty little secret of this demo is that this drain's already pretty clean. I cleaned it a short time ago. But then we take the hook on the end of the coat hanger, and we put it down the drain, and I spin it around a bit. Depending on what's down in the drain, the metal, it might sometimes catch and require a little jiggling to get loose. And if there's a lot of junk in the drain, this will come up with all sorts of disgusting black hair and other materials hooked to it. And then I would just unhook it and throw it in the toilet and flush it down. Okay, now we come back down here, and we need to put the pivot rod back in. There's a bit of a trick involved because we need to have it go through the hole in the stopper. But I have one hand up above holding the stopper. I have my hand down below here, and I'm going to put this rod back in, and I'm going to feel around, jiggling the stopper up and down until I can feel it catch. And then I'll bring this nut forward and screw it in. A little tricky to get it to catch onto the threads. And you should not need a pliers. You should just screw this finger tight, but as tight as you can with your fingers. You don't want this to leak. Alright, and now when I turn the water on, I'm going to reach above with one hand to turn the water on. I'm going to have my hand down here to feel if there's any water dripping out, to make sure there's no leak. When you're all done, wash the remaining gunk off of this. Wipe up any black specks that are still on the sink, clean the sink, and put the coat hanger back underneath the sink in the vanity.